Ladies and gentlemen, the address of the 66th President of the Society of Actuaries. Once again, please welcome Errol Cramer.
Thank you, Doug, and thanks to all of you for supporting the profession through the Actuarial Foundation. A short year ago, I started my presidency, and it's been a whirlwind of activity since. As I near the end of my term, I would like to review with you our accomplishments over the past year and look ahead to the new direction the SOA is taking. The past president told me, you arrive at the annual meeting in a stretch limo, but go home on a bus. Well, it's certainly going to be a change tomorrow, handing over the reins to our incoming President, Craig. It's been an honor and a rewarding personal experience to serve you as president, but I'm so looking forward to that bus ride home. I would like now to acknowledge those who have supported and helped me as president. The SOA board, among our most dedicated volunteers, serving in the best interests of the SOA and its members. The SOA Executive Director, Greg Heydrich, and his staff, the unsung heroes who make the SOA run, my employer, Allstate Insurance Corporation, who generously supported me while I devoted most of my time and energy to the SOA, my children who took time off their busy work lives to be here, David and his partner Lainey, and Marissa and her partner Ron, and to my daughter Leora, who couldn't be here today. And finally, my lovely wife Sharon, who has endured my past 2 years as President-elect and President. Thank you all. I'm often asked how much impact a president can really make in 1 year. Looking back, I can tell you the president has real authority to shape and drive the direction of the SOA. A lot can be accomplished, and I'm proud of what we, and by that I include the SOA board, Greg and his staff, Craig, and the entire leadership team, have achieved over the past 12 months. Beginning my term, I set 3 core priorities: strengthen communication with members, strengthen and improve relations with our partner organizations, and execute on key strategic and operational priorities. We've made good progress in all 3 areas. Members need to know what's going on and deserve to have their voices heard. Early in my term, I heard from a number of members with questions and some concerns about the SOA's priorities, its directions, and the reasons behind our strategic decisions. To address this, we implemented a new pilot program, the SOA Listening Tour, as a way to reach out directly to our members, to explain the SOA's strategic and operational initiatives with contextual background, and then listen to what members have to say. Selected board members, including Craig and I, have delivered a consistent program to large and small groups at actuarial clubs, and at employer offices in the US, Canada, Asia, and recently to a group of 200 actuaries and other professionals in the Caribbean. These meetings have been well received and have engendered lively conversation, and I would like to share the issues members raised the most. First and foremost, they want the US-based actuarial organizations to get along and work together professionally and respectfully for the future of the profession. They want more information and news about the SOA's initiatives and topical issues, and they want to hear it directly from the SOA's leaders in our own words. They want the SOA to safeguard the credential and to ensure the ongoing relevancy and value of the actuary. And they want the SOA to promote the value of the profession and our credentials to employers and the public. These are the same things I want. The listening tour has been a tremendous success, and we have received many appreciative and complimentary remarks, but we have only reached a small fraction of our members. We'll continue this effort through 2016, and I hope thereafter to make this a permanent program. Another new program is the Plain Talk presidential letters emailed to members. These letters allow me to communicate on a timely basis with you on important topical issues in direct and frank words. These are sent out on an as-needed basis, and members are encouraged to send me their questions and comments. Many do reach out and respond to each member individually. And now here in Austin, we are listening in a new digital way. Through the Member Intelligence Center wall, the mic wall, you can share your point of view about the future of our profession and the SOA strategic direction for 2017 through 2021. We've enhanced member communications in a variety of other ways. Based on members' feedback, Based on members' feedback, we've refreshed SOA.org to provide a more customized experience and refreshed the SOA Explorer, a social networking tool, to better connect members and candidates with other members, schools, employers, and local clubs. We've updated the content and appearance of the Actuary magazine and the SOA News Weekly digital newsletter. We have a member engagement task force evaluating how changing demographics and technology impact the way members choose to engage with the SOA. And their recommendations will help shape how we adopt new ways of communicating with members. My second priority was to strengthen and improve partner relations. Managing interorganizational relationships is complex. In a plain talk letter titled Collaboration, Competition, and Collegiality, I discussed all the benefits that collaboration brings. I discussed that we have 5 US-based actuary organizations, not to mention those in other countries, which makes it inevitable that our missions and strategies overlap in part and lead to competition. I noted, though, that competition need not be adversarial. We will collaborate wherever we can. And where we compete, we will do so in a manner that is professional, civil, and demonstrates respect for our partner organizations. I've termed this collegial competition. The SOA's decision a few years ago to begin offering a complete actuarial curriculum by adding a property casualty specialty track created a new dynamic between us and the Casualty Actuarial Society. In reality, competition between our actuarial organizations has always existed in a variety of ways. But this was a significant development for our relationship with the CAS, leading to some acrimony. Craig and I have been engaging with our CAS counterparts to build relations, and we have been doing so along the principles of collegial competition. The CAS has been responsive and our talks have been fruitful. When we talk publicly, we do so with mutual respect. Partner relationships have been of utmost importance for the entire SOA board as well. Through the work of our relationship task force, headed by past President Tanya Manning, over the past 18 months, we've held in-depth conversations between leaders of other actuarial organizations and our board. To date, this includes dialogue we've had with the UK's Institute and Faculty of Actuaries, the Canadian Institute of Actuaries, the International Actuarial Association, and the China Association of Actuaries, among others. These discussions are critically important in helping us understand their perspectives and interests, including their perceptions of us. It provides us with a strategic roadmap of how we might best engage with each of our partners. These discussions and other interactions have led to many new areas of cooperation, including new research partnerships with the IFOA and CIA, a new mutual recognition agreement with the IFOA recognizing the equivalence of our credentials, and this covers all 6 of our fellowship tracks. And we've begun seeking opportunity for cooperation with the IFOA in providing professional development programs in the growing Asian market. I had the honor of signing a Memorandum of Understanding with the China Association of Actuaries, leading to projects now underway on joint research and cultural exchanges. In respect of the International Actuarial Association, CAS President Bob Michaelis, CIA President Jacques Tremblay, and I made a presentation to the President's Forum of the IAA to advocate for a global State of the Profession survey project. The President's Forum was enthusiastic in their support, and the project is now underway with many organizations joining in. I'm serving as chair, with Jacques serving as vice chair. My third priority was to execute on key strategic and operational initiatives. Much has been achieved here, and I'll cover what I consider our most important efforts: predictive analytics and expansion of our research capabilities. We need to increase the actuarial presence in the field of predictive analytics, an area vital to growing our value in the future. This weekend, the SOA board approved funding a major new marketing initiative targeting employers to raise awareness of the skills actuaries bring to this field. Our initial efforts will be in the broad health field, where we have made good progress with data analytics. We'll create marketing partnerships with some of the leading media in the field. We'll highlight the work of actuarial pioneers in this field, and we'll build student internship opportunities with employers, and we have done in predictive analytics. We have an effort underway to introduce experienced actuaries into predictive analytics jobs with employers not traditionally associated with our field, IBM for one, and we will consider selectively partnering with other non-traditional employers. The intent is to get traction for the actuarial profession in the broad field of analytics. We've also launched a new learning strategy which will bring predictive analytics into our education curriculum in a big way, both in exams and professional development. And we're committing new research funding to expand our body of actual knowledge in predictive analytics. These are sizable dollar commitments, but are merely a down payment on a field where many of our younger members and candidates will eventually spend a majority of their careers. Now, I don't know whether predictive analytics will ever be a full-fledged actuarial specialty in its own right, but I am convinced that these skill sets will be required by all actuaries to remain competitive in the future. Turning to expansion of our research capability, much has been done here, and I would like to highlight some of the not-so-obvious studies that illustrate this expansion. Common themes are increased research into issues of public importance, increased collaboration among diverse parties, and increased access to large data pools. As mentioned, our work is growing in impact and importance to policymakers, regulators, and the public. In 2014, we released our Blue Ribbon Panel report on public pension funding to wide acclaim. This was a multidisciplinary panel chaired by an actuary, but mostly comprised of non-actuarial professionals. The media covered the report extensively, policymakers have been very interested, and the Actual Standards Board has cited the report in its current consideration of new or strengthened standards for this area of practice. Late last year, we released private retirement plan mortality tables and a mortality improvement scale with major impacts on US pension plans. This is an item of national importance. Last week, we released an updated mortality improvement scale to incorporate more recent data, 2 additional years of historical Social Security Administration data. In order to best reflect recent mortality improvement trends, we intend to provide future updates annually. We've begun talk with the IFOA to create an outside peer review process for both of our organizations' retirement mortality improvement research. We're working on a new mortality study for public employee pension plans. And we've released research that provides tools to assess the financial health of multi-employer plans, many of which face financial distress. We're developing research capabilities on climate risk issues. We have a collaborative project underway with the CAS, CIA, and the Academy on the soon-to-be-released Actuaries Climate Index. This index provides information on the trend and changes in volatility of the more extreme weather events that create risk and damage. We're doing research on health impacts of climate change, beginning with an examination of health claim patterns in Kansas in the wake of severe storms. And we're now in discussion with other states, the Healthcare Cost Institute and the US Centers for Disease Control, on accessing their data to build on this research. We've just approved new research grants for several climate-related research projects on agricultural insurance, a topic of great concern in much of the developing world. We're also working with LIMRA and the China Association of Actuaries on research related to retirement in China. In partnership with the CIA, we've signed a data sharing agreement with the Financial Services Commission of Ontario for Canadian retirement research. We're in discussion with the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services and with the US Social Security Administration on data access proposals. And we're exploring how we might partner with researchers at the University of California, Berkeley, and the United Nations to support the further extension and development of a multinational human mortality database. Now, that's quite a list of research activities. It's been great to see this important work completed and so much more in store to advance the actuarial profession. The world and technology are getting more complex. As actuaries, we thrive on complexity, uncertainty, and risk, and I hope you are as excited as I am about all these challenges and opportunities. Before I introduce our keynote speaker this morning, I want to thank you again for all of the conversations and opportunities over this past year. I trust I've served you well and that you feel your credentials are in good hands. It has been an honor, and thank you.